Good afternoon and welcome to Saints Field. Prior to today's kickoff, we would like to take time to recognize some very important members of the Saints football team. Our 12 seniors in the class of 2022 have played a major role in the evolution of our program and have faced great adversity. They have led the program not only through the transition from the C Conference to the B Conference, but also through last year's shortened season, and have now prevailed to a 7-1 mark and top ranking in the MIAA Conference B. First up, escorted by his mom Latanya and dad Tony, number 52, offensive lineman and defensive lineman Terrell Bartee. Terrell is a four-year member of the Saints football team who intends on attending college upon graduating high school. When it comes to his favorite football memory, Terrell recalls going to the championship game his freshman year. Next, escorted by his dad, Coach Dingle, and Mom Zarita, as well as grandmothers Veronica Moore and Melanie Harris, grandfather Mr. Dingle, and siblings Mark and Anaya, number 1, wide receiver, defensive back, kick returner Everett Dingle Jr. Everett is another four-year member of the Concordia Prep football team who plans on continuing his football career in college while majoring in either sports medicine or accounting. As for Everett's favorite memory as a Saint, he says, football lock-ins over the summer. Now escorted by his mother Michelle and grandmother Rhonda, number 2, running back and linebacker Keenan Gilchrist. Keenan is a four-year member of the CPS football team who plans on going to college and owning a business after high school. As for his favorite CPS memory, Keenan recalls his freshman year homecoming. On top of playing football, Keenan also runs track and wrestles. Next, escorted by his mom Toya, dad Cliff Sr., and sister Kiesia, and grandmother Tammy, number 7, wide receiver and DB Cliff Gillis Jr. Cliff is another four-year member of the Saints football team who plans on attending college to further his academic and athletic careers. Cliff also has aspirations of owning his own business one day. When asked about his favorite Concordia Prep memory, Cliff recalled how great he felt after scoring his first touchdown as a sophomore on varsity and being a leading receiver in the MIAA Conference. Now escorted by his parents, Jackie and Eric, number 12, tight end and defensive lineman Justin Hunter. Justin is a 2-year member of the Concordia Prep football team. After graduation, Justin plans on continuing his academic career in college. Justin's favorite Concordia Prep football memory was playing in his very first game here as a Saint. Next, escorted by his mother, Tam, stepmother, Caitlin, and father, Toyja Sr., number 54, offensive lineman and defensive lineman, Toyja L.T. Kelly. L.T. is a 3-year member of the Saints football team and plans on attending college upon graduation from Concordia Prep. When asked about his favorite memory from his time as a Saint, L.T. says, cheering on other teams at their big games. In addition to football, LT is also a member of the CPS lacrosse team. Now, escorted by his mom, Brittany, and uncles, Marlon and Monte. Number 3, tight end and linebacker, Gabe Mcarthur. Gabe is another four-year member of the Concordia Prep football team who intends on studying sports medicine in college. Gabe's favorite Saints football memories come from scoring twice in two separate games last year. In addition to being a football player, Gabe is a member of the National Honor Society. Together, escorted by their father and mother, Dennis and Amate, as well as sisters Deborah and Masambe, number 58, offensive lineman and defensive lineman, Koge KK Matuge, and number 57, offensive lineman and defensive lineman, Sone Matuge Jr. KK is a four-year member of the Saints football team who plans to play football in college and earn a college degree. Recognized as one of the top 25 defensive linemen in Maryland, KK's favorite Concordia Prep memory is making it to the championship game his freshman year. Sone is also a four-year member of the Concordia Prep football team who says every year has been special to him. After graduating, Sone plans to continue his athletic and academic career in college. As a Saint, Sone has earned MIAA All-Conference honors as well as September Athlete of the Month. Next up, escorted by his mom, Miss Princess, and sister Jumi, number 50, offensive lineman and defensive lineman, Ayo Tafasi. Ayo's favorite memory from Concordia Prep football was being down 17-3 against St. Mary's and then connecting as a team to come back in the second half and win last week's game. In addition to being a football player, Ayo is also a wrestler. Next, escorted by his parents, Holly and Milton, number 79, offensive lineman and defensive lineman, Gavin Scott. Gavin is a four-year member of the Saints football team who plans on studying astronomy and astrophysics in college. Gavin has two favorite Concordia Prep memories, one being team dinner before every football game his freshman year, and the other beating St. Mary's his senior year. In addition to being a football player, Gavin is also in the Odyssey of the Mind and Green Clubs and has been a part of the track team here at Concordia Prep. And finally, escorted by his mother Michelle and dad James, number 56, linebacker Jayden Wright. Jayden is another four-year member of the Saints football team. Upon graduation from Concordia Prep, he plans to go to college and major in criminal justice. In addition to football, Jayden is also a member of the baseball team and has made the honor roll in consecutive years. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give one more big hand to our seniors on this year's Concordia Prep football team. At this time, I also want to acknowledge we have one cheerleader that is a senior this year at Concordia Prep, Madeline Godat. She is the cheer captain, cheering all 4 years, fall and winter. Maddie also plays lacrosse for Concordia. She's committed to Bridgewater College to play lacrosse, and she plans on majoring in exercise science to be a physical therapist, and she is being escorted by her fellow squad. Congratulations, Madeline.
Hello, my name is Joe Battaglia. I'm the assistant principal, assistant athletic director, and head football coach here at Concordia Prep. I've come here to Concordia Prep after 12 years of coaching and teaching at the collegiate level, most recently at the United States Naval Academy. As a member of the administrative team, my role is to support our students' growth and development. The three main areas of growth that we focus on here at Concordia Prep are mind, body, and spirit. These are important for preparing our students for the next step in life. The best part of being here at Concordia Prep is the community. We're excited to have you join our Saints family.
Hello, my name is Frederica Newman and I'm the athletic director here at Concordia Prep. I've been in athletic administration for over 7 years and I've even been a coach of several sports, including basketball and lacrosse. I'm so excited to be a part of the Saints family because that's exactly what we are, a family. Here at Concordia Prep, we have a very robust athletic program. We field over 30 teams between the middle and upper schools, and we are proud members of the MIAA and IAAM. One of the great things about athletics at Concordia is that we have an opportunity for every kind of athlete. We encourage all of our students to participate in sports, and over 70% of our student body decides to join a team. Our coaching staffs work diligently to incorporate our core values into their programs, and we view athletics as an extension of the classroom. We are proud of the fun and competitive experiences we offer our middle schoolers. It helps them build confidence and develop the skills necessary to transition to the upper school level. CPS has a great athletic tradition. We've appeared in several championships over the last 2 years. Some of our Saints have even gone on to continue their athletic careers in college. So if you're looking for an amazing academic institution with elite athletics, it's a great time to be a Saint.
For Concordia Prep Saints. We want to extend a special welcome to all our guests here from Gilman. Saints Field is a smoke-free environment. No smoking is allowed anywhere on the grounds. We ask that all fans, spectators stay off of Saints Field at all times, including after the contest. Restrooms and concession stands are to my left, to the left of the press box. We ask that you use the restrooms behind the concession stand, and while you're over there, take a look at the concession stand and take some time to order some food and drink there. We ask that you assist in leaving the stadium in better condition than when you arrive by placing any trash in the containers when you leave today's contest. Concordia Preparatory School and the MIAA promote good sportsmanship by students, athletes, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, ethnic, sexist, or other intimidating comments or actions directed at officials, students, athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the facility. We thank you in advance for your cooperation. At this time, we ask you to please rise as we have a moment of an opening prayer followed by our national anthem. Let us pray. Heavenly Father, you have given us a beautiful day for football, and you have created us to strive for the best. We ask that you would grant to all athletes, coaches, officials, and fans the strength to pursue excellence during this event, whether we are playing on the field or cheering in the stands, and in all that we do. We pray for the safety of all participants, protect them from injury and harm, and finally, Lord, we pray for your grace, that you would provide us with the needed endurance to pursue our heavenly prize, eternal life in your Son, Jesus. Amen. And now we honor America with the Star-Spangled Banner. Gilman has won the coin toss. They have elected the third, and so Concordia Prep will receive the ball first.
Welcome everybody on the AC Sports Network. I am Sebastian Maric as we are going to bring you this football matchup between Concordia Prep and the Gilman School. With me today is Miles Goodman. Miles, how are you doing today?
Hey Sebastian, it is a great day to be here, especially after the weather conditions that we had, and it's senior day. It's a beautiful day for football.
Excited. We have a great matchup between two really good teams. What are you expecting out of this one?
This is going to be an interesting game. It's an out-of-conference matchup. Gilman is always good. Gilman's a kind of a powerhouse, and Concordia has shown that they can bring it. I think it's going to be a slugfest. I'd like to see Concordia come out with and show us some offense in the first half and not have us sitting on the edge of our seats going into the fourth quarter. So, but I think it's going to be a really good game. Both teams are well coached, and I think both of them are ready to play today.
Gilman won the coin toss, elected to defer as we are off and underway as the kickoff is returned out to the 29-yard line.
Jalen Harcum receives that kick. It'll be 1st and 10.
Coming out for Concordia Prep is the quarterback number 8, Jordan Brooks. What are you expecting to see out of him today?
Jordan Brooks has shown a lot this season. He's got a great arm. He can throw on the run. He pretty much he's not one-dimensional. He does a lot, and I'd like to see him come out throwing the ball today. But we'll see what Coach Battaglia has in mind. But I'd like to see Jordan kind of look at his wide receivers. But this is a very balanced offense, so we're going to see run, we're going to see pass. But I'd like to see him come out really throwing the ball.
1st and 10 here on the 29-yard line. Brooks in shotgun formation. Play action pass here. Will throw and will be incomplete. Looking for Andre Perkins on the play.
He definitely has weapons at wide receiver, and when we've seen a lot of explosiveness through the season so far, so I like coming out and throwing on 1st down. We'll see what they do now. I think we may see a couple of runs coming here.
Gilman with a very good defensive line as well as 2nd down in the pistol formation. Handoff taken to the 33-yard line.
The Concordia running backs run very downhill. They have a style. They do have speed when they get into the secondary, but they have that downhill style of running. They carry, even though they're not the biggest guys, they carry the defenders a couple of yards. They get extra yards after contact.
3rd down and 6 here. Important play as Gilman looks to go get a 3 and out. Brooks in the shotgun looks and finds his man at the 40, 45, 50. Off goes Edmond. Edmond to the 20, and it's tackled at the 16-yard line.
From Brooks to Edmond for a Saints.
Big play there. That's what I was kind of hoping. We have a player down at the 50-yard line for Gilman.
Injured player on the field. What a play from Brooks to Edmond.
Yeah, I'm always concerned when I see a player go down. I'd like to see him get up, start moving. He looks, he's bouncing up quick. So
the Gilman player down is Yasir Supreme.
He's walking off a little gingerly, but okay. Looks like he's looks like he's going to be okay.
Which is very good to see.
Yeah. You just never want to see an injury at any level, but this early in the game, this late in the season. But
absolutely. Concordia Prep inside the red zone, 1st down and 10. It would be extremely important to start this game off with an opening drive touchdown to set momentum, and timeout Gilman on the play.
Go back to that last play. That was the kind of explosiveness that we've seen through the season out of the passing attack. They have a tendency to connect and pick up a lot of yards after the catch. And that was a really great run by Edmond after the catch.
What do you think this game means to Coach Joe Battaglia, being a Gilman alumni?
I think there's a lot. Coach Battaglia is a Gilman alumni. I think there's just this program for Concordia has come so far, so fast. I think it's Coach Battaglia's 3rd year here. We had the COVID season last season, but to see how everything is kind of coming together, the coaching staff, the recruiting, this beautiful campus, just everything that. So I think it means a lot. I think it means a lot to Coach Battaglia. He was kind of understated when we asked him about it, but I think there's a lot of feelings. He played at Gilman and he loved it there. So you wanna show your stuff.
1st and 10. Handoff is to Alston. Alston breaks a couple tackles and gets tackled at around the 13-yard line.
Gain of a couple.
What do you expect to see from Jayden Alston today?
He's another downhill runner. He's been part of in the last 2 games of the 2 big drives that cemented the last 2 wins. He's been the guy, and I think we're going to see a steady diet of him and Gilchrist getting the ball.
2nd down and 8 yards to go. Brooks hands it off to Alston again, who fumbles on the play, and it is recovered by Concordia Prep.
Fumble on the play. Recovered.
They were fortunate. I thought the Greyhounds had recovered that when it popped loose. They were fortunate. Heads up, I didn't see who recovered it, but heads up play.
Recovered by 79, Gavin Scott. So good play by Scott to get on the ball and keep this drive alive. It likely saves at least 3 points for Concordia Prep. 3rd down, and we have a referee timeout on the play.
We can't afford a lot of time stoppages. It's a 4 o'clock start, and sun goes down at about 6 o'clock. We got a short window to get this game in.
That's right. Referees having a discussion.
Yeah, the officials are having a conference. I don't even know what they're. Yeah, I don't know. What could be discussing at that point? We have Matt Simon here, who's the coach, one of the offensive coordinator for Gilman, and he's kind of giving us some commentary.
Matt Simon, a very accomplished football coach. Gilman extremely lucky and fortunate to have him on their coaching staff. As it looks like we are now ready for this 3rd down. Brooks in the pistol. Hands it off to Alston. He is stopped on the play.
Here comes the field goal team. Concordia's field goal team has been very consistent. We've seen Ryder Bentz nail 2 38-yarders this season. He's been very consistent on his kickoffs.
Coach Battaglia mentioned to us earlier that he feels pretty comfortable with Bentz in around the 40-yard range, saying he always has confidence in him to knock in those kicks. So field goal attempt here for Concordia. Snap is up, kick is up, and it is good.
Dingle with the hole, Bentz with the kick, the 25-yard field goal by the Saints.
Ryder Bentz converts the 25-yard field goal, and a very solid opening drive for Concordia Prep. Get points on the board and lead 3-0.
3-0, 8:24 to go in the first quarter. That was kind of one of those drives that you got a little of everything.
Right.
You got your pass game had some success, your run game had some success. Gilman did stuff the run down inside in the red zone. To their credit, their defense came up with the big stops and held Concordia to the 3-pointer.
So now we will see the Gilman offense. What are you expecting out of the Gilman offense today?
I think we're going to see more of a pro-style offense with more throwing than we've seen the last few weeks. We've seen the triple option a couple of weeks ago. We've seen more run-oriented teams. I think today we might see a little bit more passing out of Gilman.
Concordia Prep enters this game 7-1 with an overall record and 5-0 in conference. Gilman is 1-3 in conference and 4-3 overall. This is a non-conference matchup. Ryder Bentz will kick this ball away, and it will go into the end zone for a touchback.
Gilman will take over.
Ryder Bentz has a strong leg. I think the majority of his kickoffs this year have all gone into the end zone.
1st and 10 for Gilman.
Defense onto the field for the first time today.
That in itself is a weapon at this level, because a lot of kickers at this level don't kick the ball into the end zone. So you're going to be starting here at the 20, where typically on a shorter kick you might be starting like closer to the 30, 35-yard line.
1st and 10, Matthew Parker, play action, passes incomplete.
Yeah, I think we're going to see more of a more shifting, more motion than we've seen through the season. And I think the offense is going to show different looks that the defense is going to need to be alert and adjust to. And Coach Battaglia, his forte is defense, and so I think he knows what's coming.
One of the better coaching matchups as ball snap is fumbled on the play. Who's got it?
Concordia says they have it. And they do.
And they do. Fumble on the snap by Gilman, recovered by Sony Matuge Jr.
On senior day.
Huge recovery for Concordia Prep and Sony Matuge with a huge play.
So they started at the 21-yard line with 8:13 to go in the first quarter. Go ahead.
Matuge, a consistent 4-year player for Concordia Prep, comes up with another big play.
Yeah, Coach Battaglia had talked about him and just what he's meant to the program and how big a player and how important he is to this team.
1st and 10 for Concordia Prep. Can they take advantage of this turnover? Brooks hands it off. Alston breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle, and bulldozes ahead of the line. 1st down, Concordia Prep.
That's what we've seen from him all season long, this downhill type of running. You can't just get a hand on him and bring him down. You have to wrap him up and bring him down. It looked like he was stopped kind of in the backfield there, and then he just continued on.
Alston has a habit for breaking these tackles. He's like a pinball machine. You can't, anytime a defender tries to get on him, it's just like, get off me.
Yeah, he uses his stiff arm. He uses his
high snap on the play. Brooks does this very smart thing and just falls down on it.
Recovered by Brooks.
Loss of a lot of yards there.
Yeah, high snap on the play, unfortunately, but good job by Brooks. A lot of times you'll see quarterbacks try to scoop it up and somehow make a play out of it, and then it turns into a real disaster, leading into a turnover. Brooks does a very smart play, just falling on it and keeping the possession alive for Concordia.
Yeah, safe play, keeps the ball at the 29-yard line.
Jordan Brooks, Coach Battaglia told us, very solid and trustworthy and can win and can beat the opposing team in multiple ways.
Yeah, he's deceptively fast. He, when you watch him, you don't necessarily think he's moving fast, but he covers a lot of.
Here's Brooks with a deep throw.
He got
it in the end zone. Touchdown, Concordia. Brooks with the dime, and he found his man, Josh Derry, into the end zone for a huge score.
Did you see the pressure on Jordan Brooks? He just got that ball off. He had he had a split second before he got hit, and he put that right on Josh Derry's hands.
Huge play, and that previous play of Brooks falling down looks even that much better.
Always live to see another day. That's how I look at the play. That's why playing it safe sometimes, but that was a beautiful play. That was
Ryder Bentz's PAT is good.
Extra point from Ryder
and it is 10-0 Concordia Prep.
What a big start. Senior day emotions are high for the players. and take a 10-0 lead very early. 6:35 to go in the first quarter. And you have to be careful because we saw this last week reversed on us. We saw St. Mary's with a 17-0 lead with about 2 minutes to go in the first half. And we saw the game take a dynamic turn in the second half. So you just have to stay focused here, even with the 10-0 lead.
Game's never over, especially with a high-powered offense that Gilman has, and they can beat you in many ways, including their quarterback, Matthew Parker.
Yeah, I think it'll be interesting now to see how they come out. There's plenty of time. You got three and a half quarters to go, and there's no reason to panic. You just stay with your game plan here. It's as far as your Gilman.
Ben's getting ready to kick this one off. 10-0 Concordia Prep here on senior night.
I'm willing to bet this kicks in the end zone.
I will agree with you. I will go on record and agree with you on that as well. Bentz with a booming kickoff.
Nope.
Returned by Gilman out to the 31-yard line. Very good return on the play.
Good return from Kenny Green. Gilman will take over 1st and 10.
1st down and 10, Gilman. Kenny Green on the return. Found the open lane there to run through and get by a couple Concordia Prep players. So 1st and 10, Gilman, 3 wideouts on the left side.
Fumble.
And another bad snap and another smart play by Parker, doing exactly what Jordan Brooks does and just falls on the possession and, as you say, lives another day.
Smart play. I mean, the mistakes happen, but smart play. So now you have 2nd and long, but that's better than a turnover.
That's right.
So be safe, slide on the ball. Maybe if you're in the NFL, you might try to do something different, but you got to be careful with the ball, especially now down 10-0 and the ball deep in your own territory. You got to play it safe.
I think it says a lot about the composure of these two teams too. When mistakes happen, they don't panic and they make the right play. Parker on the screen pass has his man. It is complete to number 22, Cam Kustis. On the play.
That's how you beat a blitz. That's how that's what you do. You throw little screens, and you have the quick release plays in order to combat the pressure. And Concordia can turn up the pressure with the pass rush.
And that's another big play. Really unique. 1st and 10, Concordia Prep.
Two wide receivers to the right, one to the left.
Brooks takes the snap, hands it off,
He kept it.
He juked me out there. Brooks takes it up the middle for 3 yards.
It's amazing, these young quarterbacks, how well they are, how schooled they are in these deception plays where they can put the ball in the running back's gut, pull it out, and then run themselves. And it appeared like my first thought too was that he handed off, and then I saw him take off up the middle. Yeah. You might see that from Jordan Brooks a couple of times today.
Very productive RPO there. 2nd down and 7 with 3:57 left to play here in the first quarter. Brooks takes the snap, scrambles, finds a man, and it is caught.
Josh Derry again, number 5.
Josh Derry with the completion, and it is another 1st down for Concordia Prep.
Jordan Brooks really put some steam on that ball, and it was a really nice catch by Josh Derry. He didn't try to do anything fancy. He just got down and caught it. He didn't try to do anything too much. He knew it was a 1st down. Really solid play.
1st down and 10, Concordia, now in Gilman territory. Brooks keeps it for himself, and he will get tackled on the play gets back to the line of scrimmage.
The original line of scrimmage. The 2nd down and 10 for the Saints.
Concordia with a couple RPOs here on this drive.
I like the balance between the passing game and the running game right now. They're we're not seeing too much, and it's a perfect day. You tried to play this yesterday. I think it's all we're going to see is run after run after run. But today's a beautiful day, and I think we're seeing a nice balance out of the offense so far.
2nd down and 10. Brooks takes the snap, hands it off to Alston, and he will lose a yard.
Jayden Alston fights for a yard. It'll be 3rd down and 9.
3rd and 9, 2 minutes
and gain a yard on the play.
3rd and 9, 2:28 to go in the first quarter. Been a pretty interesting and explosive first quarter for Concordia.
There's Alston again. Looked like he was going to lose a yard, and once again just carries his defenders and somehow turns that play into a gain.
Yeah, he's tough. He doesn't go down easy. He has that run downhill ability where he just keeps churning, and he doesn't go down on that first hit.
Very impressive on the play. 3rd and 9. Big opportunity for Gilman to get off the field here. And we have a flag on the play. It will be a false start on Concordia.
Prior to the snap.
So we go to a 3rd and 14.
Another big penalty on that.
The penalty, it's been a pretty penalty-free first quarter, which is kind of nice. I mean, the penalties have been mostly like minor type penalties, the false start type of things, but we haven't seen any of the major penalties of holdings to call back big plays or anything.
3rd and long here for Brooks.
Got Josh Derry out here to the right. 3 wide receivers right, 1 left.
Brooks takes a snap.
Intercepted.
And is intercepted on the play.
Pass from Brooks is intercepted by
Nice.
Gilman.
Very nice play by the defensive player to get position on the ball and make the play.
Very nice play on that. Pass was intercepted by DeJuan Lane.
DeJuan Lane with the interception for Gilman. It'll be 1st and 10.
It's one of the first, I don't have a total stat sheet, but it's one of the first interceptions I have seen Jordan Brooks throw this season, at least in a home game.
Yeah. And another flag on the play and another pre-snap penalty for Gilman.
1st and 15.
Prior to the snap, we've got a false start on Gilman.
1st and 15, minute 23 to go in the first quarter. Got a 10-0 lead for Concordia.
First down and 15. Parker in the pistol. Could be an RPO here potentially.
We'll see.
And it will hand it off and is tackled on the play. Handoff is to Barksdale.
I thought I saw a flag, but then I couldn't spot it. There it is.
And a flag on the play.
I think it's on Gilman.
It's a hold on Gilman.
Yeah, holding Gilman. That'll move him back another 10 yards, so we're going to have a 1st and 25.
Big penalties for Gilman.
This is where, as a defense now, you don't want to let them off the hook. You know, you got to pin back at their own about 15, 16-yard line. You don't want to let them off the hook.
Empty formation for Parker. He will take the snap and run with it and will gain a couple yards.
Couldn't tell if that was a broken play or if that was a set play.
In on the tackle.
Like it was a quarterback, a set quarterback draw or sort of an audible. Clock's running. We're under a minute in the first quarter.
2nd down and 23 yards to go. As a defense, what would you do in this situation?
I'd go more into a pass defense. I don't want to get beat deep here.
2nd down and 23, 3 pass catchers out to the right, and the pass is incomplete. Intended for
Passing complete.
Colt Pierce.
Intended for number 2, Colt Pierce.
Yeah, this is a situation where I'd like rush 3.
Rush 3 and drop 8.
Yeah, rush 3, drop 8, go in the pass coverage. You know, you got the situation here where you're going to get the ball. If you can stop this, you're going to get the ball in pretty good field position. 3rd and long, I drop as many guys back in the coverage as I can.
4-man rush here on the play, and we'll hand it off. And it will be out of bounds. Goes Barksdale, and it will be a 3 and out.
4th down. Nice stand by the defense. Took advantage of the penalties. It's difficult for an offense to get started when you're going backwards due to the penalties.
Everett Dingle Jr. back to receive this punt.
Right. I want to see Everett Dingle get his hands on this ball. I want to see Mr. Excitement go.
For Gilman.
It will be great to see him get an opportunity to return one on senior night. That would be pretty neat. Huff back to punt for Gilman. And
not going to get a chance here.
Won't get a chance here. Will go out of bounds.
39-yard line.
At around the 40-yard line. I agree with you. It looked like it went out on the 39, but referee will spot it at the 40.
In Gilman territory.
1st and 10, Concordia Prep with 13 seconds left to play here in this first quarter.
Excellent field position to start another drive.
What do you expect to see on this drive as both the pass game and the running game works?
I think we're going to go back to the run here.
Okay.
I didn't see which running back is in right now.
Alston in the game.
Yeah, I think we're going to see a little diet of Alston here.
In the pistol again is Brooks. Motion on the play. Brooks will hand it off to Alston.
Yeah.
Good call by you on the play.
I think we're going to see a little steady diet of Alston right now. Concordia is I don't know if they're defined by the run, but I think they're a run-first team. They can pass very well, like we've seen. But I think they're their identity is hard-hitting run and hard-hitting defense. Last game against St. Mary's was a very physical game by both teams, and I think even today you can see the physicality on both sides of the ball.
End of the first quarter here. Concordia Prep 10, Gilman 0. How would you sum up the first quarter for Concordia Prep?
Couldn't have been much better.
Yeah.
First drive, get a field goal. Second drive, beautiful play for the touchdown. Defense has been outstanding. I really can't. There's nothing. They've done everything right. It's been a really good first quarter for them.
As we will move to the other end of the field. Two-man offense of Jordan Brooks and Jayden Alston have been very impressive today, along with Josh Derry on that reception as well. Be first down, or it'll be second down here for Concordia. New quarterback in the game for Concordia Prep, Keyshawn Mister in the game.
That's what he does. You'll see this.
Mister will take it and scramble get the first down.
You'll see that play once or twice a game too, where they bring him in and he just adds a different dimension. Although it's kind of unusual to see Jordan Brooks on the bench for multiple plays, but
looks like that's going to be the case. Good play by Mister scrambling for the first down. And he will get an opportunity to run another play.
I was looking for Jordan Brooks on the sidelines, but I don't see him right this second.
Mister will hand it off on the play. Alston.
Yeah.
Keenan Gilchrist on the carry.
Looks like
very shifty running back,
yeah.
Keenan Gilchrist.
Well, I mean, when you have Gilchrist and Alston rotating like that, and when you bring Mister in, it sort of changes the feel of the offense. It's going to be more of that misdirection, a lot of speed. I think it's going to be more of the ground game is going to be really front and center here now.
Second down for Concordia. Mister and Gilchrist in the backfield.
Josh Derry's on the short side here on the left.
Gillis in the slot, and we have a flag on the play.
False start.
False start on Concordia Prep.
False start on Concordia Prep. That will back them up 5 yards.
Second down and 6.
So it takes it from a 2nd and 1 to a 2nd and 6.
Yeah, those are not the change in distances that you want when you have a 2nd and 1. You know, that's like a play that kind of a free play. You can go long on a 2nd and 1, you know, for that big shot.
Mister takes the snap and
nice
is tackled on the play.
Somebody just swallowed him up.
Very good play on the tackle by Amir Crawley.
He just swallowed him up. There was kind of a nice hole there, and he just got gobbled up right there.
Down for the Saints.
Crawley beat his man and closed the gap on that play. Third down for Concordia Prep.
Ball's at the 25-yard line with 9:57 to go in the second quarter.
Still no Brooks on this drive.
Yeah, I'm not sure where, I don't see him on the side. I'm sure he's there somewhere. I just don't see him.
Third and short for Concordia. Snap and throw by is incomplete and high by Mister.
Pass is incomplete. Intended for Sidney Stewart.
It was intended for Sidney Stewart.
Fourth down for Concordia Prep.
He had him open for a second, but he overthrew him.
And it will be 4th down for Concordia Prep.
Going for the field goal here. Ryder Bentz, he's got the leg for it, so it's a
42-yard field goal.
42-43
Coach
yarder.
Battaglia did tell us he's very comfortable with Bentz in this situation.
He's got the leg.
The snap is up. The hold is good. The kick is up.
Going to be close.
And it is good.
Man, that was a nice kick. A 42-yarder.
At 13.
He has an incredible leg, and it goes right through the uprights. A big kick, and now it makes it a 13-0 ball game.
Yeah, that was a big kick. I'd seen him hit 2 38-yarders. One of the 38-yarders hit the crossbar, and then the other 38-yarder cleared, and that was good from 42. Might have been good from 44. I'm not sure if it would have been good for much, but that's a heck of a kick.
Very impressive kick by Bentz.
Which way is the wind blowing? I can't really. No, the wind's probably looking at the flag in the end zone there, and kind of quiet.
Like the wind is affecting much.
Yeah, there's no wind. Looks like there's no wind on the field.
Impressive field goal by Bentz as he will get ready to kick this one off.
I'm not going to jinx him this time.
Back for Gilman is both DeJuan Lane and Alan Gushu. Here is Bentz with a booming kickoff. Lane is back and he will return it. Lane out to the 20 and will be tackled at around the 22-yard line.
Lane returns the kick for Gilman.
9 minutes and 17 seconds to go in the second quarter. Concordia Saints with a 13-0 lead over the Gilman Greyhounds. This is a big drive right here.
I was
going to
ask
important.
the need, maybe just to even have a prolonged drive, if anything, just to have some time of possession.
I think it's important for Gilman's offense here to establish a little bit of confidence and some continuity and keep their defense off the field for a little while. Let them kind of get a little bit of a break. And points is a big thing here. We saw that last week when we were down 17-0, how big that field goal was, cutting the lead down to 17-3.
Snap and a run on the play. Get about 2 or 3 on the play.
Toyser Kelly on the tackle.
Run by Keon Terrain.
Gain of 4, 2nd and 6.
2nd down and 6 from the 31-yard line. Or from the 26-yard line, pardon me. Play action here. Parker rolls out to the left, and his pass is incomplete.
Parker's pass incomplete.
That's tough to roll to your left that way and make an accurate pass while you're on the run.
As a right-handed quarterback, too.
As a right-handed quarterback, to roll left, that's a difficult skill. Much easier to roll right, but the right side right now is the short side of the field, so you have to go left. Yeah, here we go. Another important 3rd down.
3rd down. Parker will hand it off, and he is stuffed on the play.
Wow.
Handoff is stuffed in the backfield.
Making the play for Concordia, Sony Matuge Jr. yet again.
Another senior day tackle. Good for him. Big play. Way to show up.
And Gilman will have to punt it once again.
There he is, Everett Dingle. I've got my money on him.
Daniel Huff.
Not really. That was
it.
Figurative money, not real money.
And Dingle will have it. Maybe have a chance. No, he will let it bounce. And Gilman will let it roll. And it will continue to roll out to the 37-yard line.
Concordia Prep's 37-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for Concordia Prep.
1st down and 10, Concordia Prep.
7 minutes, 58 seconds to go in the second. And is Jordan Brooks back?
Yes, he is.
There he
Jordan Brooks coming out on the field for Concordia Prep.
I think maybe that was an offensive, just a kind of change up there. Kind of go with a little bit different look and make defense have to adjust, which it kind of worked. I mean, they definitely punched the ball, and with the field goal there.
Yep, got points out of it. Gilman Concordia Prep has gotten points on every possession. Brooks takes the snap, throws it, and it is complete. Breaks 1 tackle, and he is tackled on the play for a gain of 2.
I think that was Josh Derry. No, it was not Josh Derry.
Everett Dingle with the catch.
Was that?
2nd down and 8.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it was Everett Dingle. You could see how even there they tried to get the ball to him on that wide receiver screen. There really wasn't much there, and he made something kind of out of nothing there.
That's what he does. That's what he's very shifty and likes to have the ball in his hands to create plays. 2nd down and 7 yards to go. Brooks takes the snap. Will keep it for himself. Brooks with a good gain on the play.
1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play.
See, he's very deceptive. You don't even realize that I thought again he handed the ball off, and then second glance I see him kind of tearing up the middle, and he just has that feel for that play, and he picks up yards.
And he always seems to make the right read on the play, too. A lot of times you'll see quarterbacks sometimes make the wrong read. Brooks has hit every single read perfectly.
Yeah, and I think that's about the 3rd or 4th time we've seen that play.
1st down and 10, Concordia Prep.
It's been a different version of it, but it's the similar play.
Brooks will throw it deep. Looking for Derry, and a little too strong, incomplete.
Brooks to Derry.
Derry had a step there. Coverage was there, but he had a step.
Bring up have 2nd down and 10.
Good play call there.
Yeah, take your shot. You know, that was the perfect opportunity to take your shot. You're up 13-0, 6:23 to go in the second quarter.
Have the proper field position to do it as well on a 1st down.
I mean, 1st down, that is the time to take that long shot, and he had his man. Well thrown ball, just a little overthrown.
2nd down and 10. Brooks and Alston in the backfield.
I think we're going to see some Alston right here.
3 pass catchers outright. Some motion and a high snap.
Holy cow.
And recovered by Dingle.
Oh,
and
he's got him up.
There's a flag.
That was obvious. That's a face mask. He had him around the helmet and then came all the way around to his face mask.
I think they're going to actually get him for the late shove after the play was over.
With the football,
we will see. It did look like a face mask too, but there was also a very late shove when the play was over. So we will see.
Yeah, I haven't seen a signal. I see 1st down, but I haven't seen a.
Penalty is on Gilman.
Either way, it's going to be a major penalty.
It's going to be personal foul, unnecessary roughness.
There you go.
So it will be for the late shove out of bounds. So Gilman may be getting a little frustrated here, but good play by Dingle to preserve that off a very high snap.
Yeah, it was almost like it was a volleyball play. Jordan Brooks sort of batted it up in the air. The snap was high. He batted it up, and the ball came down right in Dingle's hands, and he definitely made something out of nothing.
So 1st down and 10 for Concordia Prep at around the 33-yard line. Brooks, Dingle in motion again. Brooks will keep it. Run outside and will be tackled on the play by DeJuan Lane. DeJuan Lane's been showing up for Gilman, making all sorts of plays on both sides of the ball.
That was a nice tackle. He just wrapped Jordan Brooks up and brought him down. There was no it was just a strong tackle. Like, that's the way you draw it up. That's how you teach it.
DeJuan Lane making plays for the Gilman Greyhounds, as is now 2nd down for Concordia Prep. One more 1st down, you'll likely be in field goal range for Bents. Brooks takes the snap, throws it, and it is incomplete. Looking for Gillis. And we have a flag on the play.
The flag on the play.
See what the call is here from the referee.
Holding on Gilman.
So it will be a 1st down for Concordia Prep.
Penalty is on Gilman.
Thought I saw him signal holding.
We're going to have a personal foul. Face mask.
Or hands to the face.
Personal foul, hands to the face on Gilman. And it will be a 1st down for Concordia Prep.
Those are tough penalties to overcome. You know, those major penalties where they're not just the 5-yard types, they're the 15-yarders. Those are big ones.
So it'll be 1st down for Concordia Prep at the 18-yard line. Brooks will hand it off to Gilchrist.
Gilchrist
got a few.
About a yard.
Gained a yard on the play.
2nd down and 9 for the Saints. 2nd
down and 9.
5 minutes and 7 seconds to go in the second quarter. Concordia Saints still hold a 13-0 lead over the Gilman Greyhounds.
Time of possession in this game, too, has been such a big factor. It seems like Gilman has never had the ball, really.
Yeah, I mean, they've had it We've had the turnovers. We had a turnover. We've had 3 and outs. It's, those, you don't establish a lot of time of possession that way.
Brooks in the shotgun. Second down, will hand it off to Alston, and they will lose yards on the play, but a couple flags down. And the referee has signaled face mask. We'll see who it is on.
Man, this drive
and it's going to be on Gilman.
Yeah, this drive has been all penalties.
So another first down for Concordia Prep as Gilman racking up those penalty yards. First down for Concordia. Second down for Concordia, actually. Brooks.
Josh Derry.
Finds Derry.
We got
and another flag on the play.
Pass complete to Derry. We do have a flag on the play.
See what the referee calls here. And it looks like Concordia Prep's going to back up. Holding on Concordia Prep. And we'll replay second down. So now second down and
20.
long for
looks like
Concordia Prep. Second and 21.
Yeah. Second and 21, 3:55 to go in the second quarter.
As a play caller here, would you stay conservative, maybe look to get closer to Bentz's range, or are you trying to take a shot here, get this first down?
I'm taking a shot here. I'm throwing the ball. Oh.
And looks like we have a timeout called by Gilman.
By Gilman. 3:39 left to go in quarter number 2. It's the Saints 13.
Smart timeout there by Gilman. If they weren't set, avoid a potential big play.
He must have just gotten the timeout in.
Good coaching there by Gilman, making sure to avoid potential.
Yeah, get yourself set.
Big play. Yep.
I mean, at this point, you don't want to give up you don't want to be in the wrong set with 3 minutes, 39 seconds to go. Second quarter, still only a 2-possession game.
Important to limit them to 3 to keep it a 2-possession game.
So you're trying to keep it there, and still from here, it's a long field goal if you get to that.
The Concordia Prep defense as well. I mean, going back to the last game as well, they haven't allowed a point in a little over 3 quarters of play.
Yeah, so the last point they gave up was in the second quarter against St. Mary's. So yeah, they've gone the third and fourth quarter. They shut out St. Mary's, and so far
the first quarter and almost all the second quarter.
So they've gone almost 4 quarters without giving up a point.
Extremely impressive by the Concordia Prep defense. As Brooks comes back out to get ready for this second down play. What do you expect to see here on this play?
Looked like they were going to pass last time. I think they'll stay with the pass here. Second and 20, second and 21. I think we'll see him in the pass. We got two wide receivers to the right, one to the left.
Brooks will take the snap and throw, and incomplete. He was looking for Josh Derry.
He had him.
Bring up third and long for the Saints.
I think what I try to do here is now just try to get 10, 12 yards, get yourself in more comfortable field goal range. And if you happen to get the yards after for the first down, but I think here I'm working to get 8, 10 yards to get it, a more comfortable, because right now you're looking at about a 47-yarder. I'd be more comfortable with about a 32 to 37-yarder.
3rd down and 21 for Concordia Prep. Brooks takes the snap.
Comes a little blitz.
And he will throw, and it is complete.
Pass complete.
Big play for Concordia Prep. The pass complete to Keenan Gilchrist.
Gilchrist with the reception.
Good play, heads up, picked up about, got back to where the original line of scrimmage was. Now you're looking at that 37-yard field goal.
For the Saints.
Bentz with the opportunity to make this a 16-0 game. Concordia Prep has scored on all of their possessions so far in this one.
Except the turnover. They had the interception.
Except the turnover, that is right. Bentz lines up. The snap is good. The hold is good. The kick is up, and it is no good.
Kick is no good.
It is wide left on the play, and it will stay a 13-0 game. And a big stand by the Gilman defense.
Yeah. That's what you have to do. That's why that timeout to get yourself, Gilman using that timeout to get yourself in the correct defensive formation there. And now you get the ball back with 2 minutes, 37 seconds. You have 2 timeouts. So you have plenty of time. It's only a two possession game. And so very heads up play by Gilman.
Yeah, 2 minutes, 37 seconds. 1 timeout. They used one early in the first quarter and then just one now.
1 timeout.
So 1 timeout left. Big opportunity for Gilman. Snap. Parker rolls out to his right and will run out of bounds.
Parker scrambles out of bounds. We'll bring up 2nd down.
Looks like he might have lost a yard on the play.
So the clock stops with 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go.
And for Concordia, you get a quick 3 and out here. Maybe another opportunity to add some points. Parker will take a shot and has his man. Broken tackles. Off goes Pierce.
Touchdown.
He will score.
Big play by the Gilman Greyhounds. Great throw, put it right, and the breaking of the concentration to catch the ball and then get the yards after catch.
How much of a momentum booster could that be for Gilman?
That's huge. We saw that last week, how big those plays are right before halftime. And you establish confidence in the offense. There's just a lot that happened with that play.
Sean Collins on for the point after attempt.
You come off of a missed field goal and then turn around and
kick is up. It is good, but there is a flag on the play. And it's going to be encroachment on Concordia Prep. We will see likely decline this, or maybe they move it up and go for 2.
Although the whistle blew, so that would have to stop play.
Yeah. Encroachment. Penalty will be declined. Or the penalty will actually be accepted. As you were right, they did stop the play before the PAT. So we will redo the PAT. A little closer distance for Collins. Collins' kick is up, and it is no good. Wide left.
2:17 left to go.
So in a weird way, the Concordia Prep penalty benefits Concordia Prep.
Yeah, that's true. That's true, because the first one looked good, and then that one, just interesting how those things happen. So now you're Concordia. It's time for you to respond. The offense, 13-6. 2 minutes, 17 seconds. They have their full allotment of timeouts. I think you want to come out. I think it's Jordan Brooks' time to maybe put the ball in the air a little bit
And as disappointing as that touchdown might be, it has allowed Concordia Prep plenty of time to respond.
Right.
So they can easily get something to go and maybe get this game back up to a 2-score game, hopefully, for Concordia Prep.
Yeah, that was a big change of momentum right there in making just a huge offensive play that late in the half when we were just talking about that the Concordia defense hadn't given up a score in almost 4 quarters. And then you have a big play like that where it was a perfect pass. Great and a great catch, concentration, great run for the touchdown.
But big play by Concordia Prep special teams, creating some pressure on the PAT, which caused the miss there. Collins kicks it off. Returned out to broken tackles. He rode his man for an additional 5 yards. Josh Derry with a very impressive return.
So 2 minutes, 11 seconds to go, and you're starting at about the 37-yard, your own 37-yard line.
Plenty of time to get something going.
Plenty
here.
of time and plenty of timeouts. You can stay with, if they can stay with their running game, they can kind of do whatever they want here. There's no advantage really to trying to get the ball downfield quickly.
Brooks in the backfield. Jaden Alston, the running back here, as is first down. 3 pass catchers out wide right. Brooks takes the snap, looks right, throws, and it is caught by Cliff Gills.
Nice catch, nice throw.
First down.
Beautiful play design there as well.
Cliff Gillis has come up big today. A couple of big receptions. That was right on his hands. Nice catch.
Perfectly ran out route on that play as well, giving Brooks an easy target to hit. So great throw, great completion.
Brooks has Jordan Brooks has a strong arm. When he sits back in the pocket, and he has just enough time. There's a lot of pressure coming from Gilman's left side.
First down, Concordia Prep at the Gilman 49-yard line. 1:29
and running on the clock.
Brooks takes the snap, and it is incomplete, looking for Cliff Gillis.
Yeah, it was kind of over Cliff Gillis's head and just in front of Josh Derry. I'm not sure who the target was.
Clock stopped at 1 minute and 22 seconds here in this second quarter. All 3 timeouts. You still want to take your time here?
Oh yeah, 1:22 with all your timeouts. Wouldn't surprise me to see a run play here.
Gilman with a couple substitutions on defense as Brooks gets ready to run a second down play.
Three wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right, single back.
Oh. And pre-snap motion on Concordia Prep.
Yeah, false start.
And that will back up the Saints 5 yards.
Looked like a lot of guys.
Yeah.
A lot of guys jumped there. That wasn't one guy jumping. That was about 4 guys jumping.
Would that be a snap it count issue maybe? Maybe a quarter? Maybe. How would something like that happen? Because you see it at every level.
Yeah, it's some miscommunication that either the ball was supposed to be snapped and wasn't. It was some,
Second down and 14 yards, or second down and 15 yards to go. Brooks takes the snap.
Oh, got hit.
Is sacked on the play.
Big
and
play
a
on
flag on the play.
In the backfield.
Big play by Gilman's defense.
But there is a flag on the play. So we will see what the call is here.
Their defensive line kind of met at the quarterback, and multiple guys were there to bring down Jordan Brooks.
Won the bow there at the line of scrimmage.
Flag has been waved off.
No flag on the play.
Good. Well, I like to see that. I like to see when the officials get together and decide to wave off a flag that.
And Concordia Prep's going to take their first timeout of the half. 3rd and long here for Concordia Prep. Gilman gets a stop here. Probably take that last timeout for Gilman, and then maybe they have an opportunity to get a field goal here, maybe with a minute to go here.
Yeah, I think if I'm Concordia here, I'd probably play it safe and run the ball and force Gilman to use their last timeout, and then punt and make Gilman have to go 70 yards for a touchdown.
The sack resulted in a loss of 7 on the play, so it will be 3rd down and 22 yards to go. And for Gilman, this is what happened to Concordia Prep in the last game.
Mm-hmm.
They ended the first half strong and rode that momentum over into the second half. So Gilman, if they can get a stop here, maybe even get some more points on the board, it'd be a great way to bounce back from that first quarter that they had.
It's a ball game. It's a one possession game. The time of possession has been dominated by Concordia, but the scoreboard's still a one possession game.
3rd down and long. Brooks will
Blitz.
take the snap and throw and roll out to his right and throw it, and is intercepted on the play.
Jordan Brooks is intercepted by Gilman.
Might have tried to do a little bit too much on that, but
pass was intercepted by number 9, Kenny Green.
Kenny Green with the interception. 1:06 left to go in the half.
Gilman's defensive backs holding up strong with Kenny Green making that play, DeJuan Lane making some really good tackles. Their secondary has played pretty well so far.
And they're showing good hands. Both 2 interceptions, solid picks.
So now 1:06, no timeouts. How quick do you want to go here if you are Gilman?
Well, the clock's going to run, except to move for a first down. So you're going to have to.
Pass is intercepted by Concordia Prep.
Now you got a minute. Who intercepted that?
Cliff Gillis with the interception.
Cliff Gillis is having a big day today.
Gilman with Savion Witherspoon in as the quarterback
big
for
day today.
His first play, and unlucky for him.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't put that totally on the quarterback. That ball hit the wide receiver's hands.
Yeah.
It hits your hands. You really need to make the catch. But Cliff Gillis, another senior, making a big play on senior day, and starting with Concordia starting with 1 minute to go at the 30-yard line. So.
And 2 timeouts as well. So
and a huge momentum shift, because now the offense could put a few points up before halftime, and that really changes what's going on.
Brooks, snap, throw, complete to Dingle, and he will gain about a yard.
Gain of a couple.
49 seconds to go.
Clock continuing to run here.
Seconds left in the first half.
Down to 40 seconds and counting.
We got this would be about a 47-yard field goal if you end up spotting it from here.
Snap off at 33 seconds. Brooks scrambles out to his left, throws incomplete, looking for Derry. So 27 seconds left. Third down and 9 to go. What are you doing here if you are Concordia Prep?
I'm passing. I'm looking for one of my big receivers. I'm looking for Josh Derry again. I'm looking for Ellis. I'm definitely looking to go vertical and either get the first down and call a timeout, or if you come up short, run the clock down and give Ryder Bentz another opportunity for a field goal. Either a 16-6 would be a decent, going to halftime up 16-6. You got to be happy about that.
Especially with the momentum that Gilman has had in the second quarter to put up points late. Could be a big momentum shifter for Concordia as the snap. Brooks back, throws, and is intercepted again on the play. The Gilman secondary has showed up to play today.
Third interception, all three interceptions in the second quarter.
That pass was intercepted by Alan Gushu.
I think if I'm Gilman here, I take a knee and I go in happy down 13-6.
So first down and 10 in Gilman territory at the 19. Take a knee.
Yeah,
and go to the half.
That's what I would do. I would take a knee here, go to the half, and unless you're going to come up with a big play on offense, if anything bad happens, Concordia gets the ball down deep. I would probably play it safe at being a one-score game at this point.
Witherspoon in at quarterback for Gilman, and timeout Concordia Prep. Concordia's second timeout of the half.
19 seconds left to go in the half.
So it doesn't look like Gilman's going to take a knee here. So what defense would you run here if you were Concordia Prep in this situation?
I'd be in a deep zone. Like, the one thing you don't want to have happen here is get beat over the top. So you want to protect. You want to make sure. So nobody's kicking enough. You have plenty of territory. You can yards you can give up here and not put Gilman in the field goal range. So I'd be in a deep zone, making sure that the play stays in front of me. And with no time, Gilman has no timeouts, so they can't really stop the clock unless it's an incomplete pass or they get out of bounds. Or first down when the clock will stop while they move the chains.
And it looks like we're now going to be in knee formation. And Gilman will be content to run out this first half. So how would you sum up this first half so far?
It was two different quarters. Concordia came out strong and really took control of the game in the first quarter, and they took the early 10-0 lead. And to Gilman's credit, they stayed with everything. They stayed with their game. Their defense has come up big with a couple of big stops, 3 interceptions in this. I believe all 3 might have been in the second quarter. And now it's only a one-score game going into the second half. So we got a game on our hands for the second half.
Your halftime score here at Saints Field: Concordia Prep 13 and Gilman 6. We will be back for the second half on the AC Sports Network after this halftime break.
Hello, my name is Joe Battaglia. I'm the assistant principal, assistant athletic director, and head football coach here at Concordia Prep. I've come here to Concordia Prep after 12 years of coaching and teaching at the collegiate level, most recently at the United States Naval Academy. As a member of the administrative team, my role is to support our students' growth and development. The 3 main areas of growth that we focus on here at Concordia Prep are mind, body, and spirit. These are important for preparing our students for the next step in life. The best part of being here at Concordia Prep is the community. We're excited to have you join our Saints family.
Hello, my name is Frederica Newman, and I'm the athletic director here at Concordia Prep. I've been in athletic administration for over 7 years, and I've even been a coach of several sports, including basketball and lacrosse. I'm so excited to be a part of the Saints family because that's exactly what we are, a family. Here at Concordia Prep, we have a very robust athletic program. We field over 30 teams between the middle and upper schools, and we are proud members of the MIAA and IAAM. One of the great things about athletics at Concordia is that we have an opportunity for every kind of athlete. We encourage all of our students to participate in sports, and over 70% of our student body decides to join a team. Our coaching staffs work diligently to incorporate our core values into their programs, and we view athletics as an extension of the classroom. We are proud of the fun and competitive experiences we offer our middle schoolers. It helps them build confidence and develop the skills necessary to transition to the upper school level. CPS has a great athletic tradition. We've appeared in several championships over the last 2 years. Some of our Saints have even gone on to continue their athletic careers in college. So if you're looking for an amazing academic institution with elite athletics, it's a great time to be a Saint.
Welcome everybody back to Saints Field on the AC Sports Network as we bring you Concordia Prep versus Gilman. 13-6 is your score. Sebastian Maric with you alongside Miles Goodman. What are you expecting to see here in this second half?
I think it's going to be a great second half. I think both teams have nothing to lose. I think I was just watching the kickoff
by Bent, returned by Gilman, running sideways and then cuts up the middle to the 15-yard line with a flag on the play.
I think we had a block in the back over here on the right side.
There is a flag on the play.
Yeah, so I think it's going to be an interesting second half. I think both teams have nothing to lose. Out of conference game. It's a big game. Hopefully it stays light long enough to get the fourth quarter in, as we're at about 20 after 5 and sundown's around 10 after 6. So we'll see how that plays out, but I think it's going to be a fun second half.
As we await the call from the referee on this penalty. And you would be correct, Miles. It will be an illegal block in the back.
Block in the back on Gilman.
So it'll be half the distance to the goal line.
First and 10.
First and 10, Gilman on the 7.5-yard line. Not good field position. So for Gilman, how do you get yourself out of this hole?
I think you just stick with your basic plan. I think they've been balanced. They've been trying to run the ball, trying to throw the ball. I think you don't have anything to lose. I think you can stick with your pass game. They had the big pass play that put the touchdown on the board. I wouldn't be surprised to see him maybe take a shot from here, but we'll see.
They've dug out of holes like this before, and they got that big touchdown earlier. So first and 10, Witherspoon, the quarterback, will hand it off. And right there for the Concordia defensive line.
Ran into Matuge, I think, right up the middle.
KK Matuge.
Yeah.
And Sone, the Matuge brothers.
A couple of the Saints in on that tackle. It'll bring up second down and 10.
KK Matuge, Coach Battaglia talked to us about him, how he just loves the opportunity to coach this young man.
And on senior day, it's even, more just as important to see these student athletes excel in the classroom as well as on the football field.
Second down, Witherspoon with the RPO draw on the play.
Witherspoon keeps it himself.
Will gain a couple yards.
Gains about 3.
And it will be third down and 7 for Gilman. So good opportunity for Concordia Prep to get a quick stop here and go 3 and out. Witherspoon.
Pressure, a lot of pressure.
And throws it incomplete. Pass was intended for Keon Terrain.
Good stand by the defense in order to reestablish that defensive presence again. You got a lot of pressure there, forced the short pass.
And good job by Witherspoon on that play, keeping his composure, finding an eligible receiver, and avoiding an intentional grounding call. So Daniel Huff back the punt for Gilman. His punt is up.
Here's Dingle over his head.
Misjudges it. And Dingle will collect it and will fall down at around the 35-yard line.
Not as good a field position as you'd hoped for, but still pretty good position to start the second half for Concordia at the 35-yard line. Looked like the ball just kind of floated over Everett Dingle's head a little bit, but he had the composure to go back and grab it, and still Concordia starts at the 35-yard line.
So first down and 10, Concordia Prep.
I think we might see a little bit more running out of Concordia this second half.
Brooks and Austin, the tailback, in the pistol formation. First down, motion by Concordia. High snap, Brooks gets it and hands it to Austin, who breaks a couple tackles and gains about 5.
Spins his way for about 5. Be second down and 5. from the Saints 40-yard line.
Hard run, hit the hole really quickly. I really think that Concordia is going to want to establish that physicality in this second half, and we're going to see a lot of that type of play, those hard runs off tackle.
2nd down and 5. We go back to. Do you think we go back to Alston here on this one?
Yeah, I think we'll see Alston again.
Same motion, same pistol play, and Alston gets it, and
nice
this
tackle.
time will gain about 2, or he will lose 2.
Nice tackle there. Was that number 10?
DeJuan Lane on the tackle.
Yeah, he's come up big on a number of plays.
3rd down for the Saints.
He has been a huge player for Gilman in this one, just coming up with tackle after tackle.
Called his name several times on defense.
So 3rd down and about 7 here for Concordia Prep.
Got 2 wide receivers here to the right, 1 to the left.
Brooks in the backfield, scrambles to his right. Brooks is sacked on the play. Brooks sacked on the play by DeJuan Lane yet again.
Yeah.
And that will bring up 4th down for Concordia Prep, and out comes the punting unit.
Yeah, there wasn't really anybody open, and I think Jordan Brooks didn't want to force the ball downfield. So I think it was a smart play to take the sack there, punt it away. It's a 1-possession game still, 13-6. Long way to go. I think that those are the kind of things that you learn as a quarterback. And, you know, as the experience and you throw a couple of picks, you kind of learn when's the right time to sort of bring the ball down and not try to force it up the field.
And the punt is up by Casey Swalgan, and it'll go out of bounds. We'll see where the referee spots it here. And he will spot it at the 48-yard line of Gilman.
1st and 10.
So good field position for the Greyhounds.
Yeah,
1st down, Gilman.
Gilman sort of won that change of field position where they were back deep in their territory, and then the punt, which ended up at the 35-yard line, and now they're starting at their own 48. So in that little ping pong ball series there, they kind of picked up and moved themselves into much better field position.
1st down for Gilman. Parker back in for the Greyhounds. His pass a little behind the intended receiver, looking for Yasir Supreme.
It's interesting. We're starting to see the field in a little bit of shade here. You've got some sun towards our right and maybe a little bit far, but where they're playing now is kind of in a shaded area.
So 2nd down for Gilman. Parker take the snap, and we'll play action screen here, and we'll gain about 3 yards. His pass complete to DeJuan Lane yet again.
That wide receiver screen has become a very a big part of all the offenses that I've seen so far this season. A lot of teams have gone to that. It's almost an easier way to get the ball into an explosive player's hands.
So 3rd down and 7 here. Parker takes the snap. Pressure from Concordia. Parker unloads. His pass is incomplete. Looking for DeJuan Lane. And that will be 4th down. So a good stand by the Concordia Prep defense.
Yeah, that's where they kind of needed it, and now they forced the Gilman Greyhounds to punt. Everett Dingle's back. Field position will be interesting. We'll see what Everett Dingle can do with this one. Maybe it'd be nice to move the ball up to the 30, 35-yard line again.
Huff on the punt.
Fake.
No. Looked like going to be a fake, but he will punt it away. Dingle will let it bounce.
Didn't it look like he had stopped that he was going to throw the ball?
Just inside the 10-yard line of
Yeah.
Concordia Prep.
1st down for Concordia. But you are right. It did look like it was going to fake
Yeah,
it.
it looked like he was setting up to throw the ball. So either his receiver wasn't, like, his first read for the receiver wasn't open, and then the second read was the punt the ball. So it looked like that's how that play was unfolding, because you really wouldn't fake it. You wouldn't fake a fake. So I'm thinking that was the play, but when that first read wasn't there, they had to go right to the punt.
Nice little design by Gilman, especially with the field position. They could afford to take a chance like that. So first down for Concordia inside their own territory. Brooks will take the snap and hand it to Alston. Alston with a good gain on first down. But there is a flag on the play.
We do have a flag on the play.
See what the referee signals here.
Appears it's going to be on Concordia. Holding.
And we are going to have a holding call on Concordia Prep, which will back them up half the distance, and we will replay first down.
We'll replay first down. It'll be 1st and 15 for the Saints.
7 minutes and 15 seconds to go in this third quarter.
So inside the 5-yard line here for Concordia Prep, what would you do here as an offense to try to get yourself some better field position?
We've been running the ball effectively. I'm staying on the ground here on first down and see where that puts me in a second and what.
Brooks will take the snap in his own end zone and hand it off to Alston, who will gain about 1 yard.
To about the 7-yard line.
Ruled a gain of 2.
Boy, this game started out on a fast track. It looked like it was going to be a high-scoring game, and then suddenly it turned into a defensive struggle.
Game of football can work in mysterious ways.
Absolutely.
Second down for Concordia Prep. Brooks and Alston in the backfield. And
got a
flag
start
on the play. And we're going to have encroachment on Gilman.
Those hurt. When you have you've got the offense backed up like that, and it just hurts to give up 5 yards like that. It really, they're bonus yards at that point, and they just make it just easier on the offense.
So that makes it from 2nd and 13 to 2nd and 8 for Concordia Prep.
Just changes your play calling. Now you could go back to the ground and have a 3rd and short. Everybody's on the left side. All wide receivers are left.
Here's Brooks. Will take the snap. Has his man complete. Breaks a tackle. And breaks another tackle. And will fight and gain first down yardage.
Josh Derry with the reception.
Josh
Derry yet again.
Concordia Prep. First down.
And there's that wide receiver screen, but they did different here. They had everybody. They had all their wide receivers set up to the left. They shifted, moved everybody to the left, and set it up. And he ran with passion. I mean, that was a hard run. A lot of the Concordia young men do not go down with just one hit. You got to really wrap them up and bring them down. We've seen several tackles out of the Gilman defense where they wrapped them up and have brought them down on that first, but these guys are hard to bring down.
First down for Concordia Prep.
And there's where that penalty kind of plays in and making it an easier distance.
No doubt. Here's Brooks. We'll hand it off to Alston. Alston will have enough for a first down.
Gain of about 17.
A gain of 17.
Big run. Just hit that hole and he explodes through it. We've seen this from him multiple games where he takes over in the 3rd and 4th quarter. And Concordia kind of commits to the ground game, and then it's been Alston who's kind of taken over in the St. Mary's game, and then the week before that, he in the same situation, he just took over on the ground.
First down and 10, Concordia at the Saints 39-yard line. Brooks will take the snap and hand it to Gilchrist. Gilchrist will get a first down.
This is the thunder and lightning that Coach Battaglia talked about.
Flag on the play, however.
Holding Concordia.
And they're going to bring it back.
It's going to be holding on Concordia Prep.
4 minutes to go in the third. 4 minutes and 4 seconds to go in the third quarter. Penalties are tough. They change. They change it for both teams. You know, we saw it happen to the defense where it changed a second and long to a second and manageable, and now here, you know, you had a big run by Gilchrist called back, which would have put you in a second and short, and now got a second and long.
So first down and long for Concordia. 1st and 20. Brooks will take the snap. Looked like he wanted the wide receiver screen and didn't have it, and he is going to go down. Sack on the play by Gilman.
He almost got out of it. Kind of started working his way up to the right side, but couldn't quite work his way out.
Not too big of a loss on the play for a sack.
No.
You want to guess who got the sack? DeJuan Lane. Yet again.
Yeah, you've called his name a lot.
He has been the player of the game for that Gilman defense.
Yeah.
He is all over the field and just making plays constantly. Very impressive to watch. So second down and about 23 yards to go.
3 wide receivers to the right.
Brooks, play action fake, and his pass is incomplete. And a receiver in the area. His pass was intended for Everett Dingle Jr.
He had pressure right off, and he just got that pass away.
So third down and 23 yards. You just handing the ball off here maybe and trying to get better field position to punt this ball away?
Yeah, I think you're running a draw play here. You're going back to Austin, and you don't want to do anything dangerous right now.
So third down and long for Concordia Prep. 2 minutes and 46 seconds left to play here in this third quarter. This drive has taken about 5 minutes off the clock for Gilman. So even though it might not lead to a score if they punt here, it did churn some clock, which would be productive for Concordia. Here is Brooks, third and long. We'll go a screen pass, finds Derry, and Derry will somehow break some tackles.
Holy
He's
cow.
still in bounds. Josh Derry!
Josh Derry!
Are you kidding me?
Oh, my.
Touchdown, Concordia!
How did he get out of it? How did he get
incredible?
How did he get out of that and stay in bounds? I see one of the Gilman coaches is pleading his case to the official that Josh Derry went out of bounds, but the signal.
What a play by Josh Derry. His footwork just to stay in bounds and avoid those tackles. Incredible.
We got to go to our tech guy and see if he can pull up a replay.
Sports Center top 10 nominee worthy.
You need to send that in. That was like Houdini there. If anybody's old enough to know who Houdini was.
Flag on the play. I think we might. Here's the call. Sideline warning on Gilman. So I think it was, as you allude to, that coach coming out on the field. So there's their one and only sideline warning.
Yeah, the one coach had come out. I don't know if it was the head coach or not, but one of the coaches was out there pleading his case to the official that he thought Josh Derry stepped out of bounds. That was an incredible catch and run.
Bents for the PAT. The kick is up, and it is good.
Bryce Davis with the snap. Dingle with the hold.
Wow.
Ryder Bents
That was a huge 3rd and 21, and pull off a touchdown there to take a 20-6 lead.
Saints 20.
Incredible play by Josh Derry, who just finds a way to elude so many tackles. He was surrounded by 4 Gilman defenders on the play.
He was surrounded by defenders and had the sideline on to his right. I don't know how he got through all that and then broke out into the open and out. Just at then, it was just a track meet, and he just outran everybody to the end zone.
Incredible play by Derry. As you said, he even had the sideline to deal with, being trapped as well. So
you have to keep you have to get out of the tackles, keep your balance, and then have the speed to sort of the power and the speed to break it. I mean, that was about a 80-yard touchdown?
Yeah. It was incredible play.
That wide receiver
on third and forever.
Yeah, 3rd and 20, 3rd and 21.
23.
3rd and 23.
Great play. And how about that for a momentum changer? As kickoff by Concordia, returned by Gilman. Out past the 20, out past the 30.
Big hole.
Down to the 50.
Woo.
And tackled at the 43.
He was one tackler away from breaking that all the way.
Great return by DeJuan Lane yet again.
Into Saints territory.
He has been Superman for Gilman.
Yeah, he's been there on offense, defense, and special teams.
All 3 phases, he has been super impressive. And you can tell he's a little upset at himself because he wanted to break it to the house.
He was one step away from breaking that all the way.
So close, but he hold his head high because he has been absolutely phenomenal in this one.
So now the defense has to do what it does, at least at worst, hold him to a field goal opportunity.
Parker will hand it off. Not much room to operate, and he is stuffed for a loss of play.
Looked like that play never really got its feet. There was some confusion in the backfield, and it never really looked like it was going to succeed right from the beginning.
Keon Terrain had nowhere to go on that one. Great penetration there by the Concordia Prep defensive line.
Pursuit all over the place. That's Concordia up front. They are tough.
Winning their gaps as well.
Yeah.
So 2nd down and 10, no gain on the play. Parker will take the snap.
Matugay
and he fumbles on the play. Gilman gets on top of it. And KK Matugay
just bowled his way right up the middle, and he put pressure. I think he may have been the one who knocked the ball loose there.
He was indeed. The Matugay brothers are having a senior night to remember so far.
It is 3rd down.
So 3rd down and 14 yards to go for Gilman.
1:09 to go in the 3rd quarter. Ball sits at about the 46, 47-yard line.
Parker in the backfield. 3 pass catchers out wide right.
Here,
Parker.
There's that wide receiver screen.
And they will gain about 3 yards on that one.
Gain of a couple.
I think you're going to go for it. Nope.
It's going to bring up 4th down.
I thought they were going to go for it too. Especially not much time left in this one.
But I mean, you got a quarter to go. There's no reason to panic, but
you're almost at the stage now if you punt this where any more points allowed by the Gilman defense, it's going to be extremely
this
tough.
Is going to take us pretty much in.
Huff will punt, almost blocked by Concordia. And Dingle will let it go.
Good punt.
And it will be down at about the 14-yard line.
That was a good punt under pressure. Good punt. You back him up, back Concordia up to start at about the 14-yard line. Punter did his job there.
So 10 seconds left here in this 3rd quarter. Be 1st and 10 for Concordia.
I think we're going to see a little bit of, I don't know who's, I can't see which back is in right now, but I think we're going to see either Gilchrist or all running the ball a bunch here.
And Alston in the backfield.
I think we'll see a little bit of Alston right now.
Brooks will hand it to Alston, and he will gain about 2.
Hand off to Jayden Alston.
And that'll take us to the end of the third quarter.
Yep, it will. It is the end of the third quarter. Your score at the end of the third quarter, it is the Concordia Prep Saints 20 and the Gilman Greyhounds 6. So we are now in the fourth quarter. What are you expecting from the Concordia Prep offense on this drive in the fourth quarter?
I think we're going to see some runs here. I think we're going to see Concordia try to run the clock. Now that they have essentially what's a 2-possession lead, I think the clock is their friend, and you're going to want to run some time, but you can't get too conservative. Gilman has a way of, we've seen an explosive play for the touchdown, so you can't go into the clock management too early, but I think we're going to see Concordia do what we've seen from them most of the season, where they'll start relying on a more run-heavy offense.
So we will move to the other side of the field here. And if you're Gilman on defense here, are you putting 7 in the box maybe here in this situation, pretty much daring Concordia to pass, given that they're down 14 here in the fourth quarter?
I think you might want to go heavy in the box. You might even want to go, well, depending on how Concordia sets up, you could go 8 in the box and really try, because watching tape of Concordia, they've got thunder and lightning back there, and you're gonna have to contend with that, and Jordan Brooks can run, so.
And it's almost like even if they might need those just to bring these guys backs down, because, like you said, they're just so hard to tackle. So second down here for Concordia Prep and about 8 yards to go. Brooks, handoff, and Alston is sent to the ground on that one.
Hey, Pat, hold up. I got a problem with the clock. Pat, hold up. I got a problem with the clock. You stop for me. I got a problem.
We're going to have an official timeout here as the clock has gone a little amiss as we show the score 0-0 and almost 35 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, which can't be right.
So, officials timeout.
We can't afford a lot of timeouts right now because it's going to get a little dark here soon. It's getting you can see the field is starting to look a little dusky here.
So as the official timeout is used to sort out the clock, third down and about 10. Are you going to throw it likely here in this situation?
I think
try to pick up the first down instead of just running it and maybe turning off 40 seconds.
Now this is a time where you still have to play up. You still got to play like, you're still in a game, even though it's a 2-score. You got to play to win here. So I'm playing for the first down. I'm having Jordan Brooks look for my man Josh Derry, maybe Everett Dingle. I think both of them are lined up here on the left side. That would probably be where I'm going with the ball.
So third down.
And I'm wrong.
And they're going to run it here with Alston, who is tripped up and is just short. He had green light to go.
Be shy of the first down.
Or a lot of green in daylight. Fourth down, probably a punt here for Concordia.
Fourth down, 11 minutes, 37 seconds to go, and it's fourth and 5. Fourth and six. Yeah, I'm punting here. Not taking any chances there.
And on comes the Concordia Prep punting unit.
Austin was one tackle, one step there away from probably picking up 20, 30 yards.
So Bentz is back there to punt this one away. almost got that one blocked, just got it off. Gilman will return this, and a late hit out of bounds, and that's going to be a flag. The return by Alan Gushu, and a late hit out of bounds by Concordia Prep's number 36, Cam Allen Jones, will likely tack on 15 more yards to that return.
Yeah, so Gilman will be starting around the 33-yard line probably.
So that is very valuable field position for them. And here will be the official call by the referee.
That was a big hit.
Yes, it was.
I think he pointed in the wrong direction.
I think he pointed in the wrong direction too. So, and the Gilman coach pointed it out to the referee. And
a personal foul
here it is. 15-yard penalty. So they will start at the 38-yard line of Concordia Prep. So a 10-yard penalty there. Parker, first down, will take a deep shot, and it is incomplete.
And we have a late flag.
And a late flag on the play.
Pass interference, going to be a late flag. But that's a spot. That's not a spot foul. That'll be, I think, a 10-yard penalty. It's a late flag, though.
Very late flag on that one, as we will get the official call here from the referee momentarily. But it will be first down for Gilman. And there is the pass interference confirmed. So it will be pass interference on Concordia Prep, which will move the ball up to about the 26-yard or to the 24-yard line.
First and 10 from the Saints' 23-yard line.
So first down for Concordia Prep, or for Gilman, pardon me. Parker will hand it off. And no, it will gain about 3 on that one.
On the tackle.
Terrain with the run. Sone Matuge yet again for Concordia Prep with the tackle.
So we got second down, 10 minutes and 25 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. The Saints sitting with a 20-6 lead over the Greyhounds.
So second down and about 7 yards to go.
This has been an exciting senior day.
Yes, it has. Been a great game.
Wide receiver screen again.
Throws it, and it is complete to the outside and just short of the first down.
Clock keeps running.
Be just shy of the first down.
Gilman will have about 1 yard to go here.
It is third down.
DeJuan Lane with the catch. Per usual.
Looks like a run.
A quick run play.
Didn't get it.
And
Stuffed.
they are not going to get anywhere near it.
I think he lost yardage there.
The referee's going to rule him about 2 yards short of it. So a loss of 1. They're going to rule forward progress on that one.
And Sone in on the tackle. Be a loss on the play.
I think even his forward progress was, I mean, they hit the line. There was penetration by the defense. There was no penetration by the offense.
I don't think Concordia Prep likes that spot too much. But fourth down, they're going to go for it. Parker going to take a shot at the end zone, and another penalty on the play.
Pass is incomplete. We do have a flag on the play.
And it's going to be pass interference on Concordia Prep. So Gilman will get a first down. Now, Miles, on that play, since they called pass interference, it looked to be uncatchable on that one.
I think it's one of those subjective things in the official's mind, whether it's uncatchable or if there hadn't been the pass interference, would the receiver possibly have been in position to make the catch?
So a big penalty. It will be first down and goal for Gilman.
From the 8-yard line.
From the 8-yard line. And we have pre-snap motion and multiple flags on the play.
Flag before the snap.
And it will be a false start on Gilman. So back them up 5 yards, and it will be first down and goal from the 13-yard line.
8 minutes and 53 seconds to go.
Got to be 4 down territory here for Gilman with 8:53, would you figure?
Let's see. I'm trying to think of the math here. 20-9 doesn't really help you. Yeah, you pretty much are going to need it. I would think it's going to be 4 down.
Parker rolls out to his right and goes down. A humongous play by Cam Allen-Jones.
Cam Allen-Jones just exploded into the backfield and ran the quarterback down.
And that's how you make up for that penalty earlier. What a humongous play by Allen-Jones.
That was a big play, playing at a high level. You just have to enjoy this for the game of being a game. I mean, the level of play has just been really outstanding. When you just look at how far Concordia has come since the beginning of the season and how Coach Battaglia has brought this team together.
Second down and
Here
goal.
They come again.
A pass
knocked
incomplete.
Down.
Looked like they wanted to set up a screen there.
Kelly with the deflection.
And it is third down and forever.
I think the defense is just bringing the pressure right now. It's kind of like they know how much is riding here, and it's kind of turn the pressure up time.
Gilman can't get Concordia can't get complacent, as we have seen third and longs go for touchdowns. So it's a big play here. Parker rolls out, scrambles. He's going to run for it and gain about 3 yards.
So we got fourth down.
So fourth down and goal from the 23-yard line.
7 minutes, 58 seconds to go.
If it's not in the kicker's range, you pretty much have to go for it here. We'll see what.
So it's about a 40-yard field goal from here, 41.
40 yards, yeah.
But I'm not sure with 7:58 to go if 20-9 is going to help you that much.
And their offense is going to stay out here in a 26 game. Parker in the shotgun.
Time to throw.
Scott getting in the end zone, and it is incomplete.
Pass is incomplete.
Parker's pass intended for Colt Pierce, and the Concordia prep defense stands up tall.
I believe it was Gabe Mcarthur that broke that pass up.
A huge play by MacArthur. And that goes back to the sack by Cam Allen-Jones. It just really kind of destroyed that Gilman drive, just made them lose all sorts of momentum from that play.
Yeah, that's tough when you get pushed that far back in an in-goal situation like that, when you're first and goal and then you're fourth and goal from the 23.
So first down and 10, Concordia. 7:52 left to play here in the fourth quarter. Brooks will hand it off to Alston. Alston gains about 9.
Just a very physical runner. When you give him that ball and he gets that momentum going, he just does not go down with one tackler.
So second down and 1 with the clock at 7:30, and it continues to churn. A lot of running here on this drive,
I think so, absolutely. I think I'd be surprised to see him put the ball up almost at any point here.
Brooks in the huddle will get the play. Here's Brooks under center. We'll hand it off to Alston, who breaks the tackle and
Still
gets
going.
back and gains about 3 yards.
For the first down.
First down for Concordia.
You can see Gilman's defense. They know what's coming. They've got the box stacked.
How does Alston fight off these tackles and just continues to ride these defenders to get those couple extra yards?
He finds it. He can see how he kind of he follows his blockers and he finds those lanes, and a lot of it is just his physicality and being able to just to hit. But he has a way of following his blockers into the hole.
First down for Brooks. Hands it off. Alston will run out to the left. Break a tackle
First
and
down.
again another first down.
Jayden Alston again.
You can see he's feeling it. He wants the ball. Those are the big players that want the ball at this point of the game. This is how he's done it in the last 2 games in the fourth quarter. There have been Alston drives where Brooks just hands off to him and Alston just carries the load.
First down for Concordia. We are now at 6 minutes left to play in this fourth quarter. At what point, if you're Gilman, do you start to use your timeouts?
Well, I think it's too early right now, probably around the 3-minute mark, because you're going to need 2 scores, and with them in a first, you might have to start using
Alston
them.
will lose a couple on that.
Alston hitting the backfield. Terrain in on the tackle.
A loss of 2 on the play. Tackle made by Keon Terrain.
I might actually start using my timeouts now because you need the ball twice. So you're gonna you got to give
touchdowns as well.
Yeah, you need to give your offense time to have 2 possessions. So I might start burning my timeouts now.
The clock continues to run as we are now at 5 minutes left to play here in this one. Brooks.
Going to the right.
And this time it's Gilchrist. Gilchrist will gain about 6.
Into Gilman territory.
I think at some point you do have to start using your timeouts.
So third down for
It'll be 3rd down and 5 for Concordia Prep.
Concordia.
4:35 left to go in the fourth quarter.
big play here for Gilman. Get a stop here, maybe burn that first time out. Now you have around 3 minutes, 40 seconds to operate.
Yeah, you have to go in the hurry-up offense at that point and get a quick score.
Third down and 5 for Concordia. Brooks will hand it off, and it will be about a 1 yard gain by Gilchrist.
We got a player down. We got a penalty flag. I don't know what happened. That was Josh Derry was down, but he's back up. But there's a penalty flag down in deep in the Gilman secondary.
So penalty marker down as the referees communicate.
4 minutes to go. In the fourth quarter, a 20-6 lead by the Concordia Saints over the Gilman Greyhounds.
And it looks like the penalty is going to be on Concordia Prep. After the play was over, personal foul is going to be called on Concordia Prep.
Personal foul on Concordia Prep after the play.
So that will back them up 15 yards.
At their own 37-yard line. 4 minutes left to go in the contest.
So you're going to be punting now from about the 30.
And that penalty stops the clock for Gilman. So
you're punting from about the 37-yard line.
Big penalty on multiple fronts as the referees conference yet again. As the light in the sky gets
it's getting a little dark.
Dimmer and dimmer by the minute. Bent's out the punt for Concordia. If you're Gilman, which quarterback would you use in this situation in a hurry up? Would you use Witherspoon or Parker?
I think it was Parker the one was the more of the passing quarterback.
And Witherspoon more of a dual threat.
Yeah, I might go more just with my passing quarterback here.
Both players have played pretty well in this one, as the clock looks like it continues to run here despite the penalty.
Clock starts on an offensive penalty, not a defensive penalty.
So 3:20 left to play in this one. The clock continuing to run down. And timeout called by Concordia Prep.
It's a heady play there to run the time off the clock with the clock running after the penalty, and then run the clock off and then punt the ball.
If you're Gilman, would you have taken a timeout there to prevent that 40-second runoff?
I don't. It's really tough. I mean, you need the ball. You're going to need the ball twice. So you got to get the ball here, score, and I would imagine at that point it's going to be onside kick territory. So I guess they're protecting the first downs or protecting the timeouts in case they get a quick score. Then they're able to stop the clock while they try to get and then have the ball or have the time to be able to score a second time.
If you're Concordia Prep, how are you defending this upcoming drive with being in 3:18? Guard the boundaries and the sidelines, give them yardage up the middle, and yet let the clock run?
Yeah, not let them go over the top for a quick score. Anything to prevent a quick score in a 2-touchdown game. Anything, guard the sidelines and the middle. Give them the short stuff over the middle. Give them 8-10 yards, because in a 2-score game and 3:18 to go, even with timeouts.
Bent's with the punt.
I almost didn't see that ball come out.
And it is
down.
Stopped by Concordia Prep. The referee will spot it at the 35-yard line of Gilman.
It'll be 1st and 10 for Gilman.
I think Bryce Davis down that ball.
Yes, he did. Bryce Davis with the play there. So 1st and 10 for Gilman. 3:12 left to play in this one.
I think I need my flashlight here in the booth to look at my roster.
It is getting at that hour, that is for sure. 1st down for Gilman. Parker in an empty formation will take a shot. A little overthrown and incomplete.
Almost picked, almost caught, and almost picked by Everett Dingle.
Everett Dingle almost with the pick. Parker's throw is a little high, intended for Colt Pierce.
It'll be 2nd down and 10 for Gilman. 3:07 left to go in the game.
Got to be exciting for these Concordia players to senior day. You're playing a storied school like Gilman, and it's been just such a good game.
2nd down and 10. Parker
got pressure.
Go out and scramble to his left. His throw is incomplete.
Pass incomplete.
So now 3rd down and 10.
Let's go. It's senior night. Let the defense hear you, Saints fans. It is 3rd down.
4th down territory likely here for Gilman. So 3rd down, Parker. Parker will roll to his right. Flag on the play. Parker will run out of bounds. And another flag on the play. So multiple flags on the play.
Multiple penalties.
So we had one in the backfield and one on near the Gilman sideline.
Yeah, one very late in the play.
So we will see what the referees come up with here. 2:53 left to go in this one. So we have holding on Gilman and a personal foul on Concordia, and those penalties will offset. And we will replay third down. So advantage Gilman there.
Yeah, and the clock will, once clock starts running now, Gilman's offense definitely has their back to the wall. Whoop, I think
and referee's flag was on the field. And now the clock is running, 2:50 and counting. Third down, Parker. Matuge got a good jump off the line of scrimmage. Parker with a deep shot, looks for Pierce, incomplete.
We got a penalty. We might have, I wonder if we're going to have a roughing the passer.
And we are going to have a roughing the passer on the play.
We have a flag on the play.
Gilman's going to get a first down off a roughing the passer penalty.
With 2 minutes and 38 seconds to go, keeps their drive alive.
Big penalty there.
Yeah, I knew there was. I saw there was pressure. He must have hit the quarterback. I didn't see who it was. Must have hit the quarterback in the helmet because the pressure seemed to be okay.
So first down and 10 for Gilman at the 50-yard line. Parker.
Here comes the pressure again.
More pressure. He throws, and it is intercepted
Everett
after
Dingle.
a couple bobbles.
Everett Dingle with the
How
interception.
about that hand-eye coordination to keep that ball alive?
Dingle Jr.
Everett Dingle with the interception.
Yeah, Mr. Excitement comes up big on senior day. Congratulations to him.
It was bound to happen.
Yeah.
Everett Dingle.
I think he bobbled that ball like 3 times before actually bringing it in.
Yeah, he definitely did. And that hand-eye coordination allowed them to bring it in. The concentration to keep the play alive and make that huge play. So now first down for Concordia. 3 timeouts still for Gilman. Likely burn those after every play.
Yeah, I think we're going to see. I think Austin we're going to see here with probably 3 runs and 3 timeouts. Oh, we have a fumble.
Botched snap. And Concordia recovers. Still second down.
The clock's running.
Looked like Gilman had a man running off on the play after the snap occurred. Are you surprised no timeout being used here?
I am. I'm very surprised.
Gilman lets the clock run. It's going to be second down. Concordia Prep will
2 minutes left to go
let this clock churn down as much as possible.
Yeah, I think you're just giving it to Austin now and just letting them run up the middle.
Here is Brooks under center. Finds Austin. Austin runs around the edge. And he's going to stay in bounds. And timeout Gilman. That is their first.
About 5. Timeout called by Gilman.
So that will bring up third down with 1 minute and 25 seconds left to play.
You got a nice view of the Baltimore Beltway from here.
Yeah,
keeps some lights on the field.
It definitely helps. It is a beautiful view. Next week, Concordia Prep travels on the road to face Loyola Blakefield in what will be a very big game.
A huge conference game to determine probably home field advantage for the playoffs. So you have to definitely, like I said before, you have to feel really good for this Concordia team and how this all has come together in such a short period of time. This is Gilman is is a conference in the their B conference.
Mm-hmm.
No,
I think there's C conference. Second or third down. Alston continues to churn yards. Did he get the first down? Yes, he did.
Or isn't yeah? Gilman, I think, might be A conference, and Concordia is B conference. Isn't that? Yeah,
that is correct.
And so
how about Alston?
Yeah, I was that kind of pretty much seals the deal with 1:16 to go. So to see how
timeout called by Gilman.
To see how a B conference team like Concordia has come so far, because Gilman is still a class of the A conference, and to see how how this organization has come together so fast and how competitive they are, you just have to feel good for on senior day, and as great a season as this has been for Concordia, about to go 8-1.
Gilman takes their second charge timeout. They have one remaining. 1:16 left to go.
Almost on the Saints logo right there at midfield.
Yeah. One more first down will definitely wrap this one up. Brooks under center will hand it to Alston. Alston, he is a magician.
He just keeps going.
Jayden Alston keeps the legs churning. Gain of about 8.
He is just impossible to bring down.
He just fights for every extra yard. We've seen it time and time again this entire season, that he just fights for every extra yard.
Gilman will not call that third timeout. And Concordia Prep has one more snap potentially, and this game might be over depending on if Gilman wants to use that last timeout. Brooks under center. We'll hand it off. Alston will get back to the line of scrimmage.
Jayden Alston with the carry.
And that Gilman will not use a timeout, and that is going to do it.
Senior day here at Saints Field.
Concordia Prep on senior night is victorious and win by the final score of 20-6.
What a big win for this school. I mean, just huge. The game itself was just a really good game, played well by both teams. Just really fun to watch. You saw Jordan Brooks overcome some mistakes and then come up with the big pass play. We just saw a lot of everything from both of these teams.
Great effort by both teams. Concordia Prep comes out on top. They move their record to 8-1. Gilman drops to 4-4. Your final score here from Saints Field: Concordia Prep Saints 20 and the Gilman Greyhounds 6. Congratulations to the Concordia Prep football team, and in particular the seniors, and for a great game. Thank you for tuning in to the AC Sports Network. I am Sebastian Maric, and with me today,
Miles Goodman.
And thank you for tuning in, and have a great rest of your evening.